Yes.
In July of 2003,
Yes.
I loaned my brother $4,000 for his rent. He didn't have money for the insurance, so I loaned him another $200 on June the 30th for the car insurance. Then my brother got cash advances off my credit. Every time my brother got a cash advance, I would write on the calendar and on the cash advance slips. Yeah, ever.
So you advanced that $5,448.82.
Yes, sir.
All this was on a credit card.
Yes, it was, sir. They agreed to pay the credit card bill, which we did.
So you say they owed you a total of $2835.56. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I sold the bank.
You sold the bank.
Yes.
Did you repossess it?
You know, my brother, I don't know which one he brought to my house. When I got home from work one day, it was dropped in my driveway. She took the thing. I didn't take it out the key out the table and left.
Where's that now?
It's at my mother's house.
Who you sold? How much you sold?
To my mother.
How much did she pay?
$2,500.
Okay, right. Now over here on this side, what is this you have to say about these payments that are overdue? Which one is your man?
That's me.
Okay, I checked. They got this welfare and work bank program on there.
Oh, well. I don't like this light. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Before we proceed into our chosen topic this morning, I would like to make just a few announcements. I want to send a shout out to, of course, our sister Karen in the chat room. And I'm glad that you are there, Sister Karen, because I probably was going to forget that every Wednesday we're going to try to bring you topics presented by our soul sister Karen. Late night with soul sister Karen. This Wednesday, I believe the topic is Dating for Dorks 101. That should be interesting. That's not my topic. That's Sister Karen's topic. You have a problem, you're a dork, and you have a problem with dating, bring yourself down Wednesday, 9:15 Central Time. The topic, Dating for Dorks 101. The teacher, the professor who's going to be leading the classroom is our soul sister Karen. So Wednesday, late night with soul sister Karen. Check it out. Bring you some notepads or whatever. Take some notes. And that's the topic that she has chosen to speak with us on Wednesday night, 9:15 Central Time, 10:15 Eastern. Why y'all waiting so late? Because it's late night with soul sister Karen. Duh. So, also, if you have not done it, please purchase our Sister Noble's book, God is on Trial, and subscribe to her channel The information is in the description box. Also, subscribe and support our soul brother Taalik. Information in the description box. If you would like to donate to this effort to help us with our internet bill, or just because I'm a cool guy, whatever, you can do that. The information is in the description box. I don't sit around and beg you to like, share, subscribe, donate. I don't do that, because if that's what you want to do, you'll do that on your own. I know me. You don't have to ask me to donate. You don't have to ask me to help. I see something that I like, and that's what I want to do. You don't have to beg, keep begging me. Can you give to my Cash App? Can you donate? Can you help me? You shouldn't have to go through all that. You run to Walmart. Walmart ain't sitting around. They advertise, but they're not begging you to do nothing. You run to the Chinese joint and whatever else, you go down to the drug don't fiend house. Whatever you want to do, nobody have to beg you and constantly give and help. You do it. So why should I? The reason why I would have to do that, because you really don't want to anyway. So so keep your money in your pocket. Keep your time, keep your help, keep all that to your damn self. I don't beg people. Either you do or you don't. That's your business. I can't do it. You can ask the Nation of Islam, did they beg me? They never had to beg me to do nothing. That's what I wanted to do. It was something I felt that was good at the time, and I done it. You don't have to beg somebody, can you help? Will you give to my Cash App, my go for every damn day? Most of these people, you don't even support the things that you claim you do. You only give enough so that you can feel good about yourself. But at the same time, you think that our situation as a people is supposed to change. In order for the situation to change, way back in 1770 something for this nation, they had to go to war. How many died? How many sacrificed? So America could be free. They did not give so they could be comfortable. You have to give till it hurts, if that's what you want. Some of you brothers, you understand where I'm coming from. You might not have a lot of money, whatever, but you see this woman that you like, and you willing to sacrifice till it hurt. Take her to dinner, take her to the movies, do whatever you can, hurt your pockets because you want this woman so bad. So that's the way we should feel about our liberation. But I understand the reason why you're hesitant in doing that is because you give and you give and you give and you get nothing. But that's your fault. Because you see what you're giving to, give them an opportunity, and you see they're not going nowhere, but you still giving in hopes that something is going to change. That's on you. So since the end of the civil rights era, we've been giving on social media, right here on YouTube. You've been giving to the Cash App, to the GoFundMe, and the people you giving to wearing $500 suits, $300 shoes, buying new cars, buying new houses, and what do you get? You get nothing. But those who can actually and who want to show you something when you give you something back, you won't give them a dime. So keep doing what you do. And don't expect that your condition doesn't change. It's going to stay the same. It's supposed to stay the same. Because you're not smart enough and wise enough to do what is appropriate to change your condition. Hold on a second. Uh-oh, dark-skinned activism in the house. Support our sister. It's all good. It's all good, Sister Rashida. It's all good. It's all good. Dark-skinned activism in the house. And Sister Rashida don't like too much of nobody. So if Sister Rashida is here, there must be something that's coming from this rostrum worthy of her coming. Sister Rashida don't listen to other people's videos. She'll tell you, I only listen to my own stuff because y'all don't have the right stuff, baby. So if she's here, then clearly something must be coming worthy and honorable enough that she would come here and listen to us. I thank you, Sister Rashida, for joining us this morning. And I had the honor of meeting our Sister Rashida in person because I support her. So when she brought her dark-skinned play to Atlanta, that was an opportunity to meet her in person and support her work, myself and Sister Noble. We met her and her, how you doing, Revealing? We met her and her daughter, little Lauren. Good people, good people. And this is not to say that we agree on everything. My sister Karen is in the house. We don't agree on everything. That's not the point. Like Sister Rashida would tell you, it's about how real we are in what we want, in what we do. I'm not here for your money. I don't need your money. I'm not here looking for slaves. I'm not here looking for followers. We are teammates here, team members. I'm not trying to convert you to nothing. What I want here is simply changing this condition once and for all. All this ring around the roses stuff got to come to an end. It has to come to an end. And if you don't know how to bring it to an end, why don't you support those who can do it? We can do it here. We know what to do. Give us those millions of dollars. Give us your time and your help. the condition will change. Hey, oh man, where everybody coming from? Brother D in the house. Brother D is in the house. Somebody who is not scared, somebody who is not scared to have Angel Snuffing Up 7 on his platform. All these scared Negroes. I don't know, maybe Brother D, maybe you didn't get the memo on what Angel Snuffing Up 7 is about. So you acting in ignorance. I wouldn't have that Negro on my platform. Brother D is in the house. Thank you, Brother D. Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother D, for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know that you're a very busy person, to stop by and listen to a little bit of what we have to say this morning. I was going to wait till later on this evening, but those who follow me know I never put off what I can do today, put it off tomorrow, because there's no guarantee I will be alive this evening. There's no guarantee. So I think I'm alive right now. Let me see. Okay, look like everything working all right. We're gonna try to pull this off this morning. All right. We have a very interesting subject. And Brother D, we can probably do this again on your channel, because I know you are, you go back and forth with the Manosphere and O'Shea Jackson and all those type of guys. We could do this again. O'Shea still angry at me, I guess, from last year or 2 years ago. I guess, I don't know. But let's talk about this topic real quick. The topic that we've chosen is why hatred of the independent Black woman. We want to talk about that real quick. Talk about this. Why is my mouth so dry? I don't get it. I don't know what the deal is. We're going to have to deal with that problem. The hatred of the independent Black woman. Now, for me, I don't have a problem. I love the independent Black woman. I don't have no problem with that. There are men, when you talk about the strong, independent Black woman, they get angry as hell. Very, 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 very upset. Why are you getting upset like that, bro? You should be happy that not only her, but all of us be strong and independent. It's wise to be strong and independent. Because if I'm strong and independent, then I get my own glass of water. I can buy my own car. I can get my own house. I don't need nobody. Why you don't want her to be strong and independent? One of the reasons of why our ancestors was able to survive The horror of slavery was because our sisters was strong and independent. How can, what you mean the black man was there? The black man was a slave. He was independent on his own, and she's independent on her own. They was not together. And they both belong to another man. They act independently. They were not together. So he had to operate on an individual level, so as she. And they both had to have strong wills in order to survive over 300 years of degradation and horror, which still affects us till this day. Affects us to this day. But we have to get to the point where we need to stop using that as an excuse, because our ancestors, though they came up from out of this horror, still was able to progress, even though suffering from post-traumatic slave syndrome. Now, they were actual slaves. You and I were never physical slaves. This is a fact. So you tell me, how did they, many of them who were actual physical slaves, how were they able to come fresh from off the slave plantation and progress? And here you are, you've never been a slave, you're educated, you have lots of money, lots of religion and spirituality, and you cannot do what people fresh from the slave plantation done. Why is that? You're in a better position. And your reason, post-traumatic slave disorder, I was traumatized, you know, who is more traumatized than our ancestors was? None of us. Excuse making for failure, because you got comfortable in the little benefits that our ancestors was able to accomplish. That's why. You're spoiled. And we have been living off the accomplishments of our ancestors for the last 100 years. This generation, which could be the greatest generation ever produced, is failing us. We have not grown. We have not progressed. We become spoiled little brats. A bunch of losers. And I know there are those who stay away from me because they don't want to hear that. Our conditions show that we are losers. I'm not a loser. I got a brand new house, new car. Man, you out your mind. You don't control nothing. The dominant society, as Tariq Nasheed would tell you, they allow you to have these things. Otherwise, you wouldn't have it. Another man gives you permission to get an education. Another man gives you permission so that you can have your car and your $1 million rap contract and whatever you got. Another man gives you permission to get a drink of water. You run no pipes from nowhere into your house. That's why you pay your water bill and your gas bill, electric bill. You're in no position to do nothing for yourself, but at the same time, you're angry about our sisters who wish to say, I am a strong, independent black woman. What's wrong with that? The reason why anybody would not want somebody to be strong and independent is because you want to be able to control them and run them. They will be at your mercy. I know how that feels because for years, I allowed myself to be in that position where somebody else, they can throw me out their house anytime they feel like it. Tell me what I can and cannot do. I got to abide by their rules. I got to take their feelings into consideration. So we live in a nation that's racist, but we can't really express the reality of our suffering in racism because we might offend the white people. And you don't want to offend the white people because you're not independent. And when you offend them, they will terminate your channel on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. They will fire you from your job. They will send their police to wait for you around the corner to give you a traffic ticket and all kinds of stuff because you're not independent. You should want our sisters to be independent. But the black man, this soul brother in this nation, the reason why you really don't like for that sister to call herself an independent black woman because you want to be in the position to control her, run her life, tell her what you can and cannot do. You want this woman to be your slave. Sister Rashida refused to be your slave. Sister Karen refused to be your slave. It's not going to happen. And they should not accept being a slave. Those who love, they want you to be independent. I've never heard a parent say to that child, I want you to be dependent on me all your life. I never heard a parent say that. Not a good parent. Good parents want their children to be strong and independent. Take care of yourself because I'm not going to be here all the time. Take care of yourself. No, you don't like the strong, independent black woman because you want to be able to take her and make her any kind of way you feel you want her to be. You want to deny her humanity. You can be whatever you want to be. But Lordy, 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 Lordy. Lordy, Lordy. Don't take no control for yourself. I was raised around sisters. I like the strong, independent black woman. Don't bother me at all because I'm not looking to enslave you. I'm not looking to abuse you. You should want this sister to be independent because there's no guarantee. If you're a family man, you should want her to have that attitude so she can protect herself because you might trip. And you'll leave her. So she has to always be in a position so she can take care of herself. You should want that and you should encourage that. Now, if you are in a relationship and y'all till death do us part, you had 40, 50, 100 years of marriage, that's cool. But you should never put yourself in a position where you are putting yourself in a position where you can't take care of yourself. Now look, I have no problem with that. So when a sister stand up and say that I am a strong, independent black woman, one of the first things that these weak suckers will say, that's feminist talk. That's feminism. I don't advise that the sisters get on the bandwagon with feminism. That's the Caucasian woman's platform, and she does not do anything to help you in your struggle. However, I understand why the sisters are attracted to feminism is because out of slavery, the male and the female used to rock with one another. But as you begin to progress in this country and we started to get our little trinkets, the Caucasian man would give favor to the black man over the female. This is a fact. Stop talking, oh, the black woman is a token for white folks. The first token in this country was to the male, because in this country, they hate you if you're black. In this country, they hate you if you're a woman. Next to the slave, this Caucasian male did not give a damn about his own woman. This is a fact. And she had to fight like hell to get her rights. So he would choose a black male over a female. So the first token, the first sellout is the black man. There's no doubt about that. And now you want to try to flip the script. It's us. We was the sellout. We were the successful basketball players. We were the successful actors. We would dump our sisters and get a white woman. This is a fact. We done this. And now the sisters can do it. Because Masa said she can. She is attracted to feminism because now you want to feel like your oppressor. You want somebody to be you want to be somebody's slave, Masa. And right now to this day, the reason why you want a lot of children and a lot of women so that you can feel like a man, so that you can control. Because in reality, you don't control a damn thing. But when you go home and you got this foolish, weak-ass woman, yes, sir, you's the leader, sir. The man is the head of the household, sir. But you don't control nothing. You don't run nothing. And you are supposed to protect and provide. What the hell do you protect? Nothing. What do you provide? Nothing. Nobody respects us. The only thing you do is huff and puff and put on a show, and you think somebody's supposed to be amazed by that. No. And you get angry at the independent, strong black woman because she won't bow down to your fraud. You're not strong. These sisters see that you put on a show. So you try to brainwash her with religion and spirituality and your fake ass science, hoping that you can brainwash her to make her submit to you so you can feel like a man. Maybe you know, and maybe you don't know this. The concept of family is a survival tactic. No more, no less. We are all individuals. We come into this world alone and we will die alone. Do not feel bad because you are alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Family companionship is a survival tactic by nature, in hopes that when you bring babies into the world, two parents or a group, those babies have a better chance of survival when you have all these other, when you have all this help, all this assistance in raising our children. We do a bad job raising our babies solo. We do a bad job raising our children as married couples. And we have failed as a society of people. What is the old African proverb? It takes a village to raise a child. Because society actually is the one that's raising your children. You can influence your babies, but the society that you live in is really the main teacher. So no matter what you do, your child becomes a crackhead or a prostitute or a drunkard or a serial killer, because there are factors in the society itself that triggers negative thought in a person. It don't make no difference what you teach them day in and day out, because the teacher is society itself. And that mind has to be strong enough in order to reject all these outside forces in a society that does not evolve the human being, but actually encourages slavery. It's a detriment to your development. It is in nature, the female, when you see among mammals, it's the female that is the leader of the family, not the male. There's a reason for that. In nature, the male role, he's solo or he is a helpmate to the female. This is a fact. We live in a society where basically that's what the male does. He comes in, get the female pregnant, and goes on by his business. And the sisters are left to raise the children. This is how we roll. And see, again, it goes back to nature, because the purpose of family, the purpose of putting male and female together in a family is so that those babies will have a better opportunity to survive. That's the purpose. There's a purpose why nature chooses the female And in nature, the female can raise male and female. I've never seen a homosexual lion. Have you? I've never heard a male lion go, roar. you know, I never heard that. He was raised by his mother, by herself. The male lion does nothing to raise the cubs, nothing. And when you look at other mammals, you do not see the males participate in raising the babies. Their job is to protect. That's why they have the big body, the longer teeth, the heavier weight, so that they can fight and die if necessary for that female and those babies. Do you see black men willing to die for us, for his women and his babies? He's dodging child support. Is the child support man coming? All over YouTube. You make the baby, but don't want to support the baby, and blame the woman for what you done because you made the baby. Then the cracker say, I'm tired of taking care of your damn children. You need to support him, and the peckerwood is coming after you. But instead of blaming the peckerwood, they blame the sister. Keep your penis in your pants, and you don't have to worry about that. I'll be 60 years old. I don't have to worry about what child support man. Child support man. I don't have to worry about that. And if I had a child out there, you don't have to go to the cracker to tell me about child support. I am going to take care of my child, whether you like it or not. The least I would do, I set up a bank account, put all the money into that bank account. My money's supposed to be for my child. It ain't supposed to go to the woman. Who's supposed to take that child to doctor's appointments? Who's supposed to take that child to school? And all the things that this child has, who is supposed to take care of this child's needs? Now, why don't you get joint custody? You don't have to worry about it. The problem is, most of these guys want the booty, they want the putang, but they don't want the responsibility because they still a damn slave. And you don't like the black woman, the independent black woman, because the independent black woman know you're a damn slave. Let Massa take care of my babies the same way Massa did on the slave plantation. This black man is not an alpha male or a high value man. Contrary to what this fella, Kevin Samuels, keep talking about. I'm a high value male. You're not high value until this woman, Kevin Samuels, you're not a high level, you're not a high value male until she say you are. When she say we are high value, when she say we are alpha males, then we become alpha males. She determined that. You don't want to hear that. You want to get credit that you did not earn. That's not how it works, Kevin. And what makes you a high value male, Kevin? because another man allow you to make some money. Another man. So if you are a high value man and everything that you get directly and indirectly comes from another man, what is he? I guess he's God. Because he's above a high value man. He's above an alpha male. Because he made you. You didn't make yourself. Take him out of the equation and you're nothing. You don't put value on the money in your pocket. You produce nothing except trying to show off what the cracker allow you to have in your pocket. How he allows you to live. Because a few hundred years ago, you wasn't high value or alpha male or none of these things. The independent, strong black woman. What's wrong with that? Do you know, brother and sisters, that we are more slave than we are free? Our ancestors spent 400 years, 400 years on the slave plantation. And we are a little over 100 years off the slave plantation. So you're more slave than you are free. That's why we still act and behave like slaves. You don't know what a man is. I'm a high value man. You don't know what a woman is, sister. We just came off the slave plantation. What is a woman? Your idea of womanhood is what you see and what the cracker woman do. Because she's your only example. Then and now. So you base your thoughts and how you look at life and everything on what she give you. All of us. We have no African, Aboriginal examples of manhood and womanhood. Our thoughts, everything. I don't give a damn. You can talk all that black power stuff, all that you want to. Anybody that can look at you, listen to you, anybody can tell that your example of manhood and womanhood is that Peckerwood. He's our teacher. The books that we started in school came from him, came from them. The society we live in, the television, the radio, it's them. We're nothing but Oreo cookies. White in the inside, black on the outside. Including y'all black power, blackity black folks. So when some of y'all go to Africa, they tell you, you white man, you white woman. You don't want to hear that. It upsets you. Because you can't accept the reality of who and what we are. A slave never had to worry about being a wife and a mother or a father or a grandfather. You're a slave. You're a product. We just came off the slave plantation. This is the reality. You want to act like everything is horrid with the hunky-dory. You're normal. We are not normal. If we was normal, we would not be living with the Peckerwood right now. If we was normal, you wouldn't have a problem with Operation Exodus, Mississippi. If we was normal. Because a real free man, a real free woman is not going to tolerate living the way that we live day in and day out for the last 100 years. Not going to tolerate it. Your men are cowards. They won't stand, they won't live and die for you, sisters. And you know it. That's why you don't respect them. But at the same time, you punk down your sons. But you don't know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you do that. Because you don't want your son to die. So you teach your son how to survive in oppression. But we need brothers now willing to live and die. I don't give a damn about your booty. I don't give a damn about liquor. I don't give a damn about YouTube. I want to get out of incarceration. That's the brothers. I don't want to be a damn high value man. I don't want to be an alpha male. Because when you see me, that's what I am. I don't have to tell you nothing. The reason why you have to tell somebody you're a high value man and you have to tell somebody that you're alpha male because they can't see it. All thing they see is an Oreo cookie slave, a comfortable Negro slave. You want to pretend that you're not a slave. I'm free. Terry, I'm free. We all free. Everybody free. Free to do what? Smoke weed. Get drunk. Come on YouTube and fight each other every damn day. Why are you wearing them weeds? Here's a man. You an alpha male and you worried about a woman's weeds. Her shoes, her clothes. You are alpha male. So out of slavery, the sisters don't know what womanhood is. So she basically is operating on her instincts, her maternal instinct. And since the sisters don't have a male, she has to become male. She has to become male, mother, and father. So she's out of balance. We are victims of slavery. We are victims and a product of an institution over 300, 400 years. And we're out of balance. Both of us. If you really are a high value male and an alpha male, you will recognize that we're both victims. But you're a coward blaming her because you are scared to challenge the troublemaker. How are we going to get back into balance? It was a male. It was a human being, if you want to call him that. Some evil, low down. Woo, these some low down, dirty. I did not understand how demonic, I guess that's a word, nefarious Caucasian people could be until they locked me up. I see how dirty and low down they could be. dirty people. So I can't even imagine what our ancestors had to go through. I can't even fathom. I can't even imagine. But it was a man. It was not no spook. It was not no demon. It was not a gremlin that put us in the condition that we find ourselves in. So how are we going to get out of this situation? When she gets a man, that's when things will change. Because that man has what it takes in order to change the condition. Because we are the protectors. You too busy blaming another victim. When you become the protector that you claim, we begin to change our situation. She is not your enemy. You damn fool. You sound like a simp. Now they keep talking about how the sisters are feminists. And then these same black male cowards, punk Negroes, they copy the cracker male. Simp comes from them, the white man. Captain Saberhole comes from the white man. They do the same thing. Both of you run into the slave master. Well, the black man not treating me right, so I will run to the white woman. Well, the black woman not treating me right, I'm going to run. Everybody running to Massa. Everybody. Even the slaves, our ancestors, when they were actual physical slaves, didn't run to Massa the way we are doing in 2021. So what is manhood? Manhood is being a strong, independent man. And the reason why you don't want the sisters to talk about being a strong, independent woman, because that's pressure on us to be a strong, independent man. But the only way we can be a strong, independent man, we must challenge the peckerwood that dominate us. And we're scared to do that. We're scared of him. So we'll jump on the woman. Please be quiet. Shh. You're going to get him mad at us. You want to feel like a man. You just want to go home and you want her to have your dinner on the table, take care of your ragged ass children that she should not have, because no woman should be laying down for no weak sucker. You ain't worthy of no children. You're not even worthy of a woman, period. These men aren't even worthy of you. I think it was a movie I was watching called Geronimo. And you just don't go around sleeping with everybody. You have to earn being with a woman. And so Geronimo liked this one sister. And he went to the father. And you have to give a dowry in order to get with his daughter. And the father said, I think the father said, I need four horses. And Geronimo was like, hey, no problem. Now the problem is, as you know, or maybe you don't know, it was the peckerwood that brought the horses to North America. There was no horses. So the first horses that came to North America, if you was going to get a horse, you had to get it. There was no wild horses. You had to get it from the Peckerwood. How is Geronimo going to get these horses? So the father, I guess, like, well, I guess you won't be getting my daughter. You can barely get one horse. I know you can't get 3 or 4. So he's not worried about Geronimo doing nothing with his daughter. Geronimo went out and stole 7 horses from the white man. 7. There you go, father. Can I get with your daughter? So in that society, it's not about being cute and wearing fancy clothes. You have to earn the right to have a woman. Most of us, if we had to go through that, you'd be a virgin until you're 100 years old. Never be able to get to the point where you earn the right, you qualify to have a woman. And sisters, I'm going to say this. You should stop giving yourself so easily to these suckers. Because they have not earned the right to reproduce. They have not earned the right to reproduce. That's why their children are so damn weak. That's why their children are not warriors. That's why their children are not strong. That's why their children don't think worth a damn. Because the very sperm that they come from ain't worth a damn. Talk so to me. Call me a liar. Do you know that we are the children of the ones who just submitted to the condition? We're not the children of Nat Turner. We're not the children of the ones that was putting up a fight. We're the children, the offspring of the ones that said, yes, sir, Massa. Do you need anything else, Massa? Can I help you, Massa? Want me to rub your feet, Massa? That's why we don't have the strength. That's why we don't have the vigor to stand up. And also, again, we're nothing but an Oreo cookie. Black on the outside, white in the inside. Who is our parents? See, it's really a mental thing. Why is it so hard for us to stand up against this Peckerwood? Has nothing to do with hate. It has more to do with love than hate. Do you know why? It's 2 reasons why it's difficult for us to really stand up for ourselves. Because the reality is, you praised Jesus, call Jesus the Father, and Allah is the Father, Master Farad Muhammad, and y'all have all these different things. The real Father, they are the real Father. They are the real mother. Most of us, no matter how we are treated by our mother and father, there's a certain respect that we have because that's my mama. That's my father. So it's difficult for us to really rise up against these people because that's mama. Oh, nigga, you talking crazy. Well, how come you're not doing it? Why aren't you rising? Why aren't you fighting against them? And I'll tell you another thing. Number 2, there was a movie called RoboCop. And RoboCop is the product of a company. And so one of the company officers committed a crime, and RoboCop came to arrest him. Well, woo, man. So RoboCop came to arrest this officer because he committed a crime. And the officer laughed. You are under arrest. You are under arrest. But he couldn't arrest him because he was programmed with something called code number 5 or something, code number 5 or 7 or whatever it was. It was something that the company put into RoboCop that made him stop him from doing his job against a company officer. That's the way it is with us. We've been programmed not to rise up against them. We are a product. We are their RoboCop. We are their product from the slave plantation. Now, of course, many of you would disagree because you can't handle that reality. But look at you. You can't do it. You can't rise up against them. Only a few of us can break out of that mentality, break out of the programming to rise. But the majority, what you want, Massa? Can I have another biscuit, Massa? I'm reading in the comments and I can't, oh, I guess I can put that. It's not going to hurt nothing, I don't guess. Gene says, ain't many of us are field niggas too. Many of us are house niggas. That's that old saying from Malcolm X. Malcolm X talked about the house nigga and the field nigga. There's a fallacy in that. Because a slave is a slave. Whether you are in the house or in the field. Some dogs live in the house and some dogs live outside. They still pets. They still enslaved. Matter of fact, I would even go to say that the so-called house nigga caught more hell than the field nigga because he or she actually interacted all the time with Massa. And Massa would be on their case more than the field nigga. Because they have they interact with the slave master more. At least when you're out in the field doing your thing, Massa is not going to stay out in the field constantly watching and messing with you out there. But in the house, you right there with the sucker. So that's a fallacy. And that's divisionary because you both are slaves, you both are catching hell. There is no difference. Matter of fact, it was the house Negro that helped a lot of the field Negroes, gave them the information that they needed in order so they could run away. Because the house Negro was in the house with the Massa and had inside information. And I think that one movie that just came out, I forgot what it was. Oh, Harriet. Harriet was a good example of that. Because I think one of her sisters or whatever was in the house, gave her the heads up so she could escape. So that's a fallacy. That's divisionary. A slave is a slave. In the house or out of the house. Like the fictional Uncle Tom. And Uncle Tom gets a bad rap. Uncle Tom was trying to do his best so that somebody wouldn't get hurt. Tell the story. We need to know the real story of Uncle Tom. And you will find out that Uncle Tom is a heroic character, not this sellout that we've been taught to believe all this time. I want to say this in my conclusion. See, I'm going to stand. See, these women don't have to be perfect. But see, you claim to be a man, a protector and a provider, then why don't you do it? It don't make no difference whether she wants to be protected or not. If that's your nature, if that's what men do, then do it. The cracker boy do it. I'm not using him as an example. He's a poor excuse, whatever, because he's a rapist. He raped his own women, misogynist. His own women had to fight for their rights for forever. So he's not an example of manhood. But some of y'all look to the Peckerwood as a man. He's a bully. He's a terrorist. He's not a man. And these guys are so hypocritical and fake. I don't want no woman with weaves. I don't want no woman with weave. Women should wear their natural hair. These sisters can wear natural hair or weaves, and when they say something you don't like, you still gonna call them out of their name. They can't win for losing. Because the bottom line is, you just want a slave. Whether she wear a weave or natural hair, you want a slave so that you can feel like a man. Our sisters has been a victim of this life just like us. We're the same. We're victims. Only cowards will point and concentrate on your woman. She's your best friend, your best ally. The only one who really loves you. You want to treat her like she's not a human being. She's just a piece of meat that you can hump on. That's all. Your view of her is the same way as other men around the world that have abused womanhood for thousands of years. The buck stops here. The black man and woman of America needs to be free, and womanhood needs to be free. Balance needs to come. But balance will not come until we become men. You're not going to become a man as long as you tripping on the trinkets other men provide. I don't give a damn about his car and his houses and his suits and all this stuff. I want to be free. I want to put her in her own country, our own language, our own culture, our own electricity, our own gas, whatever she and our babies need. We as men supposed to provide that. You're not providing nothing except a penis swinging around. You see this? You see this? I got it going on. That's all you can provide. That's all you provide when our ancestors were slaves on the plantation is a penis. So since you claim you're not a slave on the plantation anymore, so now you're able to use your brain. And we don't see much of that either. We regurgitate from books. Well, the Holy Quran said this, and the Holy Bible said that, and Jesus and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this, and Tariq Nasheed, and I was watching a debate on Sinetta TV, and all this stuff, nothing comes from your brain. Nothing. You just regurgitate, plagiarize. I read this book, I read that book, and so said this, so-and-so. Nothing comes from you, but you free. If your brain is free, it should present to us all kinds of possibilities. But it doesn't. You're still a slave. Either you want to be a slave to a cracker, or you want to be a slave to another black man that you think is better than you. Louis Farrakhan is not better than me. Elijah Muhammad is not better than me. Brother Malcolm ain't better than me. Marcus Garvey is not better than me, smarter than me. I don't accept that. What make you better and smarter than me? You're just a man. You take a dump. You pee-pee. What make you better and smarter than me? That's your problem. You put other people on these pedestals that they don't deserve. I have a brain just like they do. Why don't you learn how to use your brain? If you learn how to use your brain, you'll find out that all these people, living and dead, ain't better than you. You just as smart. Now, I might not do something as well as Michael Jordan, but I can play basketball too. I might not be able to tell a joke like Eddie Murphy, but I can tell a joke too. But there's things that I can do that Eddie Murphy can't do. Or Michael Jordan. Find who you are. Accept your own and be yourself, like they say. Instead of trying to copy somebody. Plagiarize. See, free yourself as an individual. When we begin to free ourselves as individuals, we begin to free ourselves as people. But we stay in this slave-like condition because you say that you are a high-value man. You say that you are an alpha male, but you really don't believe it. And your actions don't show that's who you are. So you want her to take you on face value. That's not how it works. And brothers, you don't have to worry about her. When the male, the one who is supposed to provide and protect, when you get your act together, the balance will start to happen. You don't have to worry about her because she loves you. If you let her know, I prefer natural hair, she will give you natural hair because she's willing to do that for who she loves. She's not in love with you because you are a traitor. You have betrayed her. You are an abuser. You just like the slave master. You just like the slave master. So why should she listen to you? And you no different than the devil. I know that many will not like what I'm talking about. Do you think I care? I don't care. That's the reality. And that's what we do here. We live in reality. We accept things for what they are. I'm not going to try to paint myself as something I'm not. I'm not going to try to paint myself as this mighty, glorious thing. That's not what I am. Put on a show. Give you some mental drugs so that you can get high. We don't do that here. We are a team. On this platform, she is not the enemy. We are a team. We are victims, all of us. And only us together can we get out of this. We'll never be able to get out of this situation without us. What's wrong with being an independent, strong black woman? Because if she's an independent, strong black woman, she can only make us stronger. So if I am doing my job, if I fall on the battlefield, I got a strong partner willing to take up the flag and keep rolling. You looking for slaves, and it's not going to happen. This black woman, these soul sisters, don't want a slave. They want a husband. They want a man. They don't want a slave owner. Sister Rashida says, we should all put together an email regarding our brother, requesting him as a guest. That's an honor. That's an honor coming from our sister, Rashida. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm not here to make you upset. I've been in this blackity black stuff ever since I was a little boy. Hey, what's up there, JoJo? JoJo says, sipping pretty early, huh? What do JoJo have? Come on, JoJo, let's talk a little bit. JoJo, you're not sipping, so what do you have? What laws do you make, JoJo? What policy do you make, JoJo? What language did you create that everybody speak, JoJo? Come on, JoJo, talk to us. Come on, JoJo. What you got? JoJo said, I'm sipping. And I don't mind sipping, JoJo. Because I want her to love me. I want her to be with me. If you don't like women, JoJo, you must like men. You must be after some man peanut butter, JoJo. You want to spread some butter on some bread, JoJo. Come on, JoJo. Hey, come on, JoJo. We want to spend some time with JoJo, y'all. JoJo wants some attention. JoJo, like most of these men, they want some attention. They want you to cuddle them and give them attention. Give them a baby bottle. Give them some breast milk, some Similac. Come on, JoJo. What you got? Bring it, JoJo. I will invite you, JoJo, to my live stream, or you can call right now, JoJo. I'll put you on speakerphone. Come and talk to us, JoJo. JoJo. Slave name. Happy with a slave name too, JoJo. Or Juju. JoJo wants some attention. Oh, little baby wants some attention. Come on, JoJo. I don't have no simmer like JoJo. I got some regular milk in the refrigerator. I don't really drink a lot of milk. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't really like milk anyway. I don't care about. Hey, but JoJo like milk. Oh, hey JoJo, let me give you a hug. Come on, JoJo. JoJo, let me give you a hug. Little JoJo. JoJo. Oh, JoJo. I mean, I don't want to be a simp, JoJo. JoJo. I don't want to be a simp. Can you show me what I need to do? Because I want my own independent nation. I want my sisters to be queens for real, not just running your damn mouth. I want an army to protect us. I want my own water supply. I want my own nuclear plant. I want my own electrical plant. I want farmland. I want to produce my own food, clothing, and shelter. Hey, come and teach me, JoJo. You an alpha male hiding behind a picture. I don't hide behind a picture, JoJo. I guess our JoJo don't want to talk. That's how those alpha males are. Alpha males don't. Alpha males, I don't know what's up with the alpha male crap, but anyway, JoJo don't want to talk to us. So that's the problem. You don't have a man, sister. Unfortunately, you have to be man and woman. You have to be both. Because JoJo is on the down low. Because if you don't like womanhood, you must be after a man. And most of these guys, a lot of them are on the down low. They are. And then they want to chase the white woman, Asian woman. Then they look so stupid when these women take them to court and take half, 3/4 of what they got. Because you scared of her, don't want to treat her right. You're a damn fool. You a high value man. According to who? I'm an alpha male. According to who? The reason why, and I say this and we're going to get out of here. The reason why I speak to our brothers the way I do, because it's us. We're the problem. When we straighten ourselves and get ourselves together, all the rest will fall in place. But men, I guess that's a man, I don't know what JoJo is. They'd rather spend their time blaming everything on another victim, on women, because they're not strong enough. Because they're not strong. You are an independent black woman, and they're angry at you because they are the opposite. They are weak. And it's very clear they are weak. And they don't like me because I tell them the truth. You're weak. Whose fault is that? It's your fault. You think you're going to get something for nothing. That's not how it works. You want credit and didn't earn it. That's not how life works. And the black woman will continue to play both roles, mother and father, until a father is produced. She has no choice. Having a penis don't make you a father. Having a penis don't make you a man. And the poor sisters, y'all don't have a man. It's simple as that. Some of y'all sisters are easily impressed by some of these guys because they huff and puff, and I do this to the white man, and I'm a this and that, and I'm going to go back to Africa and build. Y'all impressed because they huff and puff and put on this show. Okay, that's nice. How long have they been putting on this show? How long? Since the end of the civil rights era, putting on this show, huffing and puffing. And you still waiting for them to do something. And you cuddle these men too much. Because that's your maternal instinct, sister. Oh, life is hard for the black man. Oh, poor JoJo. Racism is really hard on him. You got to stop cuddling these men. They're going to have to learn how to be strong and stand on their own 2 feet. You're going to have to tell them, you're putting on this show, this front. That's what JoJo wants. JoJo want to be a man, but he don't have to prove it. He don't have to earn it. No, JoJo, you're nothing but a sperm donor. That's all you are, JoJo. You have nothing else to offer. So if the only thing in reality that this black man has to offer is his sperm and his ding-a-ling, if that's all you have to offer, the black woman has no choice but to be a strong, independent black woman. She has no choice. Because her counterpart is weak. We're weak as men. You're weak. So that's the reason why these persons, they don't want to be around me. These men don't want to be around me. Because the brothers are weak. Your huffing and your puffing and all this pompous stuff that they do, and the God will do this and talking all this stuff. Do you think that cracker he's not impressed by that. Those Arabs are not impressed by that. Put what you want on the counter, buy it and get the hell out of my store. They're not impressed by your huffing and puffing. So you should be happy that there are brothers like me that can come to us and speak truthful. I mean, I could be part of y'all gang, but it's not real. It's not getting us nowhere. Being fake. Being fake. In order to change the condition, you and I have to change. But these guys are happy because they have a little car, they have a little education, a swimming pool, and they satisfied with that. I want the world, if not the universe. You think too small. You talk God, but don't want to be God. Don't act like God. You're satisfied with the biscuits that the massas throw you on his table, the trinkets. Look at all the money that the owners of these basketball organizations make. LeBron James get paid. Michael Jordan got paid. All these suckers get paid. Who the one making all the money? And you a man, and you letting another man prostitute you, exploit you. No real man is going to allow another man, and I'm the one doing all the work, going to let another man get rich. He don't do nothing, just lay. I'm the owner of the team. Yeah, but I'm the one doing the real work. And that's what we do. Over the things that we're good at. We should own the NBA. We should own the rap industry. All the things that we create, we should be owning that if you're a man, but we're not. Still slaves. And so the slave master get rich and give some extra biscuits to some slaves, and the same thing that was happening on the slave plantation still happening in 2021. So I'm not beating on us. We have to do better in order to change this condition once and for all. Our sisters, our babies, as well as ourselves, we deserve better. You have to be willing to change yourself. And in order to change the condition, if we must suffer, if we must sacrifice, even die, then so be it. This has to stop. Unless you're happy. And if you're a happy slave, what can I say? There's nothing I can do about it. But many of you are not happy slaves. And many of you understand exactly what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. I am no problem. Why they keep doing that to your comments? Everything, Gene, everything that you say, YouTube blocking you out. I have to click it on so that your comments can be seen. Why? You're not saying nothing nasty and out of the way. What's up with that? If our black males were not so fascinated with whiteness and joined the major league and would still have the Negro League base, we would still have the, because their ice is colder than our ice. And the same thing happens today. Their fried chicken is better than our fried chicken. Their Chinese food is better than our Chinese food. We have this mindset, this mentality. Their women is better than our women. They're more feminine. So they say. They're better. These sisters don't have to go out and burn themselves up in the sun to look healthy. Because they said dark skin is a sign of good health. They don't have to go out and burn themselves up to look healthy. No. The reason why they say that about y'all sisters is because they want you. Everybody on this planet wants the black woman, except the black man. And the reason why the black man does not want his own woman is because he thinks that these other women is better. But everybody is after her. Everybody is after her. All these guys, if they get a chance, they are after her. Because she's the real deal. She's the best. And she comes in all kinds of shapes and colors. From the lightest of the light, darkest of the dark, skinny, fat, tall, big, thin, whatever. You can't beat her. You can get a sister that actually look like a white woman. If that's how you want to roll. She's all kinds of flavors. I'm happy to be part of that. Myself. I love the variety. I love the attitude. Oh, she got a nasty attitude. I love the attitude. Been around it all my life. All these Negroes turn around here, sisters got a bad attitude. You've been around, your mama like that, your sisters like that. You've been around it all your life, but as soon as you get a degree on the wall and you get out the hood and you think you something, all of a sudden you lose everything. I know that's right. Sister Karen said, I left the country, I leave the country, and the foreign men say how beautiful we are and want to court us. Of course. Of course. You too stupid to understand what you have. You tripping on what somebody else got in their backyard and they want what you got. I said this, look, I had a 1974 Ford Maverick. The car was 11 years old. Why they keep doing this to your comments, Gene? YouTube tripping. But I had a 1974 Ford Maverick. And people had brand new cars. This was the 80s. And their cars was brand new. I had a 1974 Ford Maverick, but it looked brand new. Don't you know those people was jealous of this old car? We have brand new cars, fresh off the showroom floor on my block, and these people are jealous of my little old 11-year-old car. You would think that I should be jealous because they have a brand new car. But it's vice versa. They jealous of my little car. And so 2 months after I got the car, I had an accident and the car got smashed all up. It looked like the neighborhood was happy about it to see the car destroyed. Okay, Sister Karen. So here you are. The world, these other men lust for her. And you don't understand what you have. And they don't care whether she wearing a weave, natural hair, and all that other baloney that you're talking about. Because the bottom line is, no matter what she do, you're going to find something wrong with her to make an excuse for your own failure. It don't make no difference what she do. That's a distraction tactic. So you hope that nobody look at you to see how weak the black man is in America. So on that note, I have no problem with the strong, independent black woman. I would hope that all y'all sisters strive to be that. Because your man is not a support system. So you better do whatever you can to take care of yourself. I advise that. Don't fall for the old okie doke and put yourself in a position where somebody can make a slave out of you. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't give a damn what they said from the Quran. I don't care what they said from the Bible or whatever. You better look out for yourself. You better look out for yourself. Keep trusting these no good men. A good man would tell you being independent and a strong woman, that's a good thing. A real man would tell you that. But somebody who want to be your slave master and want to exploit you so they can feel like a man, they want to keep you in that position of servitude. So on that note, I thank you so much for listening to us. I appreciate it. I did not know I would get so much company this morning. But
so here's the thing. When it comes to the other live streaming pieces of software that you're going to use, it's taxing on your computer. In a lot of cases, you have to have a...
We are going to be out of here. That's right, Sister Karen. A strong man wants a strong woman. Absolutely right. So on that note, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for listening. And as Don Cornelius used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, peace, and soul. Our music provided by Astra Boo Baby and Zena Faye.